What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at Copart here in Oklahoma City for another video, but we're going to do things a little bit differently this time. We're going to see how you guys like it. We're going to see how the videos perform. Some of you are not going to like it, and I think some of you are. You're probably used to me posting twice a day. Videos are usually around 30 minutes long, but with the recent ejection from Dealers Auto Auction in Oklahoma City, well, we're going to try mixing things up a little bit just to see how it works. Instead of 2 videos a day, I'm going to give you 3. Yeah, we're going to do more videos, but it's one of those things where I guess more is actually less. I'm going to try to do 3 videos a day, which will equal approximately 30 minutes a day. I'm going to try to do one at midnight. I'm going to try to do one at 6 in the morning, and I'm going to try to do one at noon. I think those are pretty good times. We'll see. We'll figure that out later. But the videos are only going to be about 10 minutes long, somewhere around there, between 10 and 15 minutes long. So they're going to be shorter videos, but you're going to get more of them. And the best part is, what you see in the thumbnail is, well, that's going to be the video, because we're only going to be able to look at 1, maybe 2 cars tops in a video. So that way, if you click the video because you saw the thumbnail and that's what you wanted to see, well, that should be the primary focus of that video. We're going to see how it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we'll go back to doing things the old-fashioned way. 1 video a day, about 30 minutes long. With that said, let's jump into this video because I found one of my old cars sitting here. Do any of you recognize this car? I'm sure you do. Yes, it is sold. It's gone, and it took a while to sell, guys. This was not an easy one. This one I bought having a salvage title due to hail damage, but if you remember right, we never really found any significant hail damage. Normally cars that are totaled for hail, they have hail damage like all over them. This one did not, and it's got maybe 3 or 4 tiny dings on the other side, and that was it. And instead of having a salvage title, I was pleasantly surprised when I got a clean title, free and clear, clean title, meaning not salvaged, never been salvaged. It was a clean title. So we had a few dents. There's one here, there's one here, and there's one here, a tiny one there, another one here. Okay, so maybe a few more than 3. This one right here on the pillar, and I think that was it. Yeah, I'm relatively certain that was it. I can't believe the car is still sitting here because this was picked up like 2 weeks ago. Maybe a week and a half. Let's say about a week and a half ago this car was picked up. We ended up putting some relatively cheap wheels and tires that I found on Facebook Marketplace on it because the other wheels were unusable and the tires were worse than the wheels. We ozoned it because the interior smelled wet. It smelled very wet. So I'm not sure if hail damage was the actual damage to this car. It seemed more like it had, maybe the windows were left down or something. It got wet on the interior, and it smells great. You can actually open the doors, sit in this car. It smells good. It runs and drives absolutely great. And it took see, I can breathe in here, and it still smells like ozone, even though I ozoned it like a month and a half ago. Automatic, 4.6. Fires right up. Good sounding exhaust. Listen to that. It really is a good little car, man. Good little car. Needs a good cleaning, and honestly, there's a lot of clear coat peeling and stuff. You know, if you did a respray on this, it'd make a world of difference. Car's got cold air, hot heat, windows work, drives great, doesn't leak anything. So whoever bought this, if you're a subscriber, well, holler at us, man. Tell us in the comment section down below that this was your win. I didn't even clean up under the hood. Like I really didn't do much with this car at all. We bought it, I had plans to do something with it, and I never did. That's a cold start, guys. I'm wearing a jacket today because it's absolutely freezing cold. I'm really surprised it's still sitting here. This car has been paid for already, so whoever purchased it, they paid for it. It's just waiting to go off to its new home. And if you're wondering how much I got for it, well, I'll tell you. I'm actually really happy to announce that I got $4,600 out of this car, which is probably right about what I paid for it. As I was saying, there it is. My invoice amount was $4,634 when I purchased this car. So there it is. I actually won the bid. No kidding. I won the bid at $3,550. Wow. $3,550, and it cost me $4,600 out the door. Well, it is what it is. I got my $4,600 back, so there's that. Man, it just sat under a tree. I even filled it up with gas. I probably drove it 40 or 50 miles. Right into gear, forwards and backwards. Man, it really is a good car. So whoever got it, I think you got yourself a good one, man. Are those my papers? Nope, those ain't my papers. All right, I should have checked to make sure I didn't have anything left in this car, but man, it runs absolutely great. And I hope whoever won it is actually coming out here and picking it up instead of having it shipped. I hate to see this car getting shipped like that, but either way, it is what it is, man. It's not my car anymore. You guys comment below, tell me what you think. Was $4,600 a good deal? I think it was. Looks like that front tire is getting a little low. Man, it's a great car. I got it for a good price. I think whoever won it got it for a good price. We had intended on changing out the front headlights. I don't care for these. I actually went and spent the money on new headlights. I had a subscriber send me new tail lights, the factory ones, to get rid of the LEDs or whatever this look is. I just don't like it. Some of you loved it, but I don't care for that. I don't care for that look. So subscribers sent me a set, and then I also had purchased a set as well. So I've got two sets of tail lights for this and a brand new set of headlights, and yeah, I'm never going to use them. Anyway, there it is. There it was, my 2006 Ford Mustang, still sitting here, waiting to be picked up and going off to its new home. Now, we're going to go ahead and look for another vehicle because there's no way of fitting 10 minutes of that one car into a video. We've already seen the car. We already know about the car. I simply wanted to tell you that it sold, how much I got out of it, and how much I paid for it, so you guys could clearly see that I didn't make any money yet again. Even and it took weeks to sell that Mustang. It really did. I finally got what I was asking for it, but yeah, we didn't make any money because I paid $46 for it, and I believe I literally got $46 out of it, plus I spent the money on the wheels. So you know, it is what it is. I'm used to losing money, and a lot of you get really upset with me. You think that I need to open a retail spot, and I'm here to tell you, man, I did the retail gig, and it sucked. It sucked. You want to talk about paperwork, man? There's a ton of paperwork you got to keep up with. It's a lot easier to get in trouble with the state. You get audited more often. It's just a bad deal for me personally. That's not saying it's a bad deal for everybody that's in the retail game. Absolutely not. But for what I do, I don't have time to be down at the shop waiting for people to come look at cars. And you've got to have hours of operation. Like, you've got to be open to the public. I don't have time. And if you think I'm going to hire somebody, man, it is so hard to find good, honest help. Last thing I want to do is hire somebody. That's more money out of pocket that I have to spend for an hourly person, and hope that they don't end up ripping me off. You know, it's just, and if they don't do things by the book, I'm the one that gets fined. You know, I'm the one that gets penalized. And then you got the tire kickers. You know, even if I do sit down at the lot all day, you got people coming out, you know, trying to haggle with you over a $1,500 car. You know, like, really, like, well, those tires look like they'll need replaced soon. Well, it's a $1,500 car. Would you like me to put tires on it and then charge you $1,900? Yeah, I mean, I've done it, guys. People will nitpick over everything, trying to get bottom dollar for everything. It's a pain, and it's a colossal waste of my time. I would rather take a loss and be able to write the loss off on my taxes at the end of the year. That's what I'd prefer to do, guys. That's why I do things the way I do them. This smells like something's dead in it, and I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That's not like mold or mildew. That smells like something is deceased on the interior. I was half interested in this car. It's an 07 Honda Accord EX. Everything is cracked. The paint is, it looks like somebody, I don't know who painted this, but this was a bad one, guys. This was a really bad paint job. So I don't think we're going to be messing around with that one either. Hondas are great because, number one, they're generally reliable. Even when they're abused, they're still generally reliable vehicles, and they bring money. The problem with Hondas is they bring money. Don't get it twisted. Even salvaged ones, even wrecked ones, Hondas bring the money, guys, and that means you got to pay up front for it and hope that you can get some of your money back when you're done repairing it. And for me, that just never happens because of the way I sell cars. I sell almost everything right here at Copart. Like 95% of everything I end up owning ends up getting sold right here. And it is so difficult to recoup my money. Now, as I said earlier, I lose money on purpose. I understand the game. I understand I'm going to lose money, and I get to write that off on my taxes, which helps offset the YouTube revenue. I have a lot of people ask, how much money do you make on YouTube? Well, it's a lot, guys. It's more than I could have ever imagined. And when you make the kind of money that I'm making on YouTube, well, you find out very quickly if you haven't been prepared for taxes, which to start out with, I was not prepared. I'm very prepared now. I got a hardcore lesson, hard knocks way, you know. Yeah, taxes are important, and the IRS takes a good $20,000 to $30,000 a year in taxes. The state of Oklahoma takes another $10,000 to $15,000 a year in taxes. That's a lot of money. So at the end of the day, it's not such a bad deal losing a few $1,000s on cars here and there, a few $100s on other cars, because at the end of the year, I'm going to find out, man, I probably lost $40,000, $50,000 on cars, and from a normal business perspective, that's not good. That's bankruptcy type stuff right there, guys. But for me, it's different because of YouTube. So hopefully that clarifies for you guys why I lose money on cars, why I'm okay with it, and why I don't want to own a retail lot. Just so you know, I could easily transform. It would cost me $600, and I could transform my current wholesale lot into retail. All I have to do is put a sign in the front yard with my phone number. That's it. That's it, and pay the state $600. I looked into it. That's all there is to it. But that's just scratching the surface. The work doesn't even begin yet. It's just one of those deals, man, where as a wholesaler, I don't sell to the public. Therefore, I don't have to deal with issues arising from the public. You know, let's say somebody buys one of my cars, right? Let's say I sold that Mustang to somebody, and let's say it broke down on them 2 weeks later. Maybe the engine's throwing a rod or something. It's got a rod knock. And, you know, for me, it ran and drove great when it left my house. I knew nothing of any potential catastrophic failures coming. I honestly sold what I thought was a good car. And unfortunately, it turned out not to be a good car. Well, I've probably already spent the money on another vehicle. I don't have the money to give to this person back. Plus, I don't know how they were driving the car. You know, a lot of people will go out and they will abuse these cars. They'll buy a car with 150,000 miles on it, a 15-year-old car with 150,000 miles on it, and they'll just go ham on it, man. They'll go out there and just drive it like they stole it, like it's a brand new car under warranty, and then they're going to come back to me and say, I'm a bad guy for selling them a bad car. It was a good car when it left. How did you treat it or mistreat it when you took it off my lot? And you want me to be responsible? Not a chance. And the sad thing is, I can be held responsible for that. Depending on how long after it left my lot, the car broke down, they can file a complaint with the state of Oklahoma, and the state can then investigate and say, hey, Randy, you have to give them back X amount of dollars, 20%, 30%, 40%. It's not up to me. I get no say in it at all. It's up to the state. Now, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want that kind of a headache, which is why I like the convenience of wholesale dealing. Yes, I lose money, but thankfully I can afford to lose the money. I sell everything through a third party. Copart sells it all for me. There's no dealings between me and customers. It's all Copart and then the end buyer. At the end of the day, I get a check. Everything is sold as is through Copart. Done. It's finished. I just get a check and I don't have to worry about anything going down the road. So yes, it's a convenience fee. Me losing money on these cars is a convenience fee. It's the same thing as if you go to a gas station and you need 2 quarts of oil. You're going to pay $20 probably to walk out with 2 quarts of very generic cheap oil, but it was convenient. If you need the oil and you don't want to deal with the hassle of trying to go find an AutoZone or an O'Reilly's or whatever, you need oil now. You just need the oil. You're going to pay for it. Well, when I'm done with these cars, I need them gone. I need them gone now. I don't want to deal with tire kickers. I don't want to deal with showing the car to 100 different people, trying to get talked down. Have you guys used Facebook in a while? I just sold my 99 F350 on Facebook Marketplace. I kid you not. I had over 30 messages within a couple hours. I listed the truck for $1,800 in Indiana. $1,800. And I thought that was going to be a hard sell. It was not. I had over 30 people, half of them trying to trade me a four-wheeler, a gun, trying to trade me, use your imagination. Anything you can think of, people were offering to trade for the truck. And I'm like, I said in the listing, cash only. Cash only. No checks, no money orders, no PayPal, no Cash App, nothing. It's cash only deal and no trades. Yet people still get a hold of me and they're like, would you take 500? How about 300? Could you do 350 and bring it to me an hour away? Guys, I see what it's like out here trying to sell to the public. I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it. Therefore, I just send it to Copart, I let them deal with it, and I pay the convenience fee. At the end of the day, we all have to do what works for us. And this works for me. And as long as it continues working for me, I'm going to do it. I had to get this out there because I have so many people that are just, it seems like some people get really upset. And I kind of understand, and I kind of appreciate it too. And at the same time, it is kind of annoying because it's like, trust me, guys, I've been doing this for years now. I mean, we've been doing this for years on the channel. If I didn't have something that worked, I wouldn't continue doing it. I wouldn't be able to afford to continue doing it because I'd be out of business. You like the G550? You like the G550? That's going to be in the next video today. All right, today. This will be in the next video. So come back. The thumbnail will be this. We're going to take a look at it. If it didn't work for me, I just wouldn't be able to do it. So trust me when I tell you that I'm doing what's in the best interest for myself and my business as far as time is concerned, guys. It is what it is. I understand that people hate to see me lose money. I understand a lot of you really care about me and the channel. And for that, I'm truly grateful and appreciative. I really am. But you've got to understand, I'm only one person. I have so many hours in the day to get everything done. A retail business is not something I want to do. I'm sure we went over 10 minutes on this video because I got to yakking. But listen, I want to thank each and every one of you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for caring so much. But sometimes the comments can get a little crazy, man. Like sometimes people get a little hostile and get a little bit too involved in my business. You know, just take my word for it. I'm doing the best that I can do for myself, for my family, for the channel, and to still bring you guys interesting content that you seem to be really enjoying. We crossed 5 million views for the month. First time ever in the history of the channel. We have now hit 5.2 million views. That is a number that I could have never imagined achieving ever. Ever. Just put that into perspective. That is more views. I get more views daily and more views per month than Hoovie's Garage. He has over 1 million subscribers. I get more views than Legit Street Cars. More views than Sam Crack every month. I'll say this though, Sam Crack's pretty close. He's like 4 million and I'm at 5.2. So we're kind of neck and neck there. And if he posts one more great video like he has been, one more great video from Sam Crack, he's probably going to shoot right on past me. But it is so crazy that I have finally made it with only 400,000 subscribers. That's the crazy thing. I may not get millions of views on each video, but I get quite a few views on every video that I post, and those add up to more views than most of the big YouTubers that you guys watch with 1 million+ subscribers. And that's not bragging. That's honest, it's not bragging. I'm just excited. I'm happy. I never thought the day would come that I would be in the same league as far as views are concerned, in the same league as some of these other YouTubers that I have been watching for years and years and years. I've watched them all grow, and I enjoy seeing them succeed, and it's so great to be in that same league now where, like, I'm part of this. I went from zero, from nothing. I started the channel from scratch, and to have made it to a level where I can say their names and know that I am right there with them as far as the views are concerned, man, what a privilege. That's what it is. It's a privilege, it's an honor, and I'm truly blessed. And I want to thank each and every one of you for making this possible for me. I don't think you guys realize you've made my dreams come true. I know it sounds you know, mushy or whatever. But I mean, it's the truth. You guys really watching the channel, watching the videos. Most of you have been around for a long time. You've seen me grow from Uberman, where we had a channel that was about driving for Uber and Lyft and then Maestro. You've seen me working outside on the ground in the grass. You've seen me move from really rough houses up to where I am today. I thank you all. Really, Thanksgiving was just over a few days ago, you know, so I'm still kind of in that mode where it's like, man, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful for everything and everyone that makes my life possible. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.